So I'll be measuring out 31.5 by 10.5. 31.5. So what happens if you do not have a large size of paper? You want to make a big size of paper bag and you do not have a large size of paper to measure all at once. I'll let you know what you will do in the next lesson. So but for now, let's just take it a step after the other. 31.5. 31.5. Okay, by 10.5. I cut this out. Measure out 10.5 here also. So here we have our sheet of 31.5 by 10.5. So again, I bring out 0.5 inch. Once you can do this like twice or 3 times effectively, you will just start to run like a pro. It's easy. So I score it. Next step, so apply to dry. So once it's dry, we bring it together from one point to the other. Again, make sure it aligns properly so you can have a well-fitted paper bag. So, what's the next step? So bring out the breadth. And what's the breadth? The breadth of the bag is 3.5, right? So I measure out 3.5. Always ensure you have a straight line. Close out. So on the other side of the edge, I flip and score out 3.5. Score shape. The next step is to fold this side into half. Again, make sure the measurements are correct. You're making a paper bag with an handle, and that's with the paper handle. So we are going to fix the handle first before we move to the bottom. Okay, we'll be using the twisted paper handles. Which should we use, the white or the brown? Let's go for the brown. Okay, so I'll just pick it up. Let's use this one top. Okay, let's use this one top and fix it at the middle. Make sure you're fixing it at the middle. Now you can see this, so I'll put my gum and allow it to dry. Make sure you apply it to the edges and all parts really well. You know, it's this gum that will be holding the bag. You don't want to have the handles falling off. So I haven't done that. I'll allow it to dry a bit, but then I'll put some little gum just at the middle of the edge, so that this will come on it, so that it can have some, it can have a little, it can have more grip. Okay, make sure you're not exceeding it. So you're allowing it to dry, and then you fix it. So once you've secured that, you stick it on it, and with your clean cloth, smooth it out. Make sure it sticks properly. Okay, so I've secured one. I flip. I do the same for this. So I place it. You can use the other handle to adjust this one, so they're on track. And stick it and smoothen out. So here we go. Easy, right? So I measure 2.5 from the bottom. Okay. Score. Squeeze it to have a very sharp and thin line. So remember the next step, I hold on to this angle and make a small triangle sitting on the line. Sitting on the out. We need those sharp lines. So the next, I hold on to this line, to that angle, make a triangle resting on the line, something out. Okay, so we open up. Bring out this line. This line. This line. One, two, three. So rest it. Here I have already cut out FBB card. You can make use of any card. You can even make use of the brown paper, but the FBB card gives it more strength. You can make use of used back of notebooks or anything, you understand, just to give it some support at the bottom. Okay, so, and it doesn't necessarily have to be the same length of the bag, okay, but at least some kind of length. So let's position the bottom, lights down. Okay, work your way through to the bottom. Okay, allowing this to slip. So see what I'm doing. Afterwards, you push. You can use your ruler to keep it in check. Okay. So here we go. The bottom is fixed, so you just slot in the card and then fold. Okay, so let's apply our gum. Allow it to dry. So after it's dried, go ahead to fold. It doesn't necessarily need to dry off. Folding and bring this to fold also. And there you go. So here you have a beautiful handmade paper bag. Did you do this yourself? I'm sure you did. Let's open it up. Look. Look. So here is your beautiful handmade paper bag. Thank you for watching and subscribing.